John McEnroe, if you're a kid that's 16 years old, you should at least have heard of him if you're a sports fan.
It's a different world now.
It's a different world.
Yeah, they don't know anything.
When I said John McEnroe, it was just crickets. He had no idea.
So John McEnroe equals the Rolling Stones, Tim. I bet he doesn't know anything about the Rolling Stones.
Okay, I knew the Rolling Stones. I didn't listen to the Rolling Stones.
A little more
I think
your
they're kind of hacky.
Yeah, but it was different when we were younger.
Your son
we didn't have the distractions that all these kids have.
Stevie knows nothing about Yvonne Blendl and how silly he was.
I used
nothing.
I was so geeky when VCRs first came about. You know what I used them for? I recorded ESPN tennis. That's what I did. I would come home from DeMatha and I would watch a random indoor tennis event. I would. That's what I did.
But I loved it. That was like one of your favorite sports.
That was one of my passions.
And you think comic books are nerdy. That's nerdy.
Yeah.
Recording tennis?
I was a tennis nerd. Like anytime Yannick Noah played.
I mean, I would actually think that kids who would know who John McEnroe was, they'd just know him as an announcer.
Probably.
He didn't even know him as that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're never watching tennis.
I mean, he's just a guy that calls tennis.
I mean, when I was in college, I had a John McEnroe poster in my room for 4 years, silly, where he's walking through like Central Park or Manhattan or something awesome. And then in my workout room, I have a framed Sports Illustrated John McEnroe. I'm a kid completely oblivious to it. He has no idea. It was like when he won Wimbledon in like 81 or something. I got a framed picture of him.
So he sees it
on
a weekly basis.
You've seen it a million times.
I had a ping pong table in my house growing up, and my buddies would come over. We'd play ping pong, but we would play as we were tennis players. So of course, my buddy Steve would go, who are you going to be? All right, I'm going to be Mats Wilander today.
Right.
I'm going to be Lendl.
Right.
So we would be Lendl versus Wilander in ping pong.
Silly international matchup.
I like that.
That's all we would do.
Yeah. Czech versus Swede.
No, you know what my kid does? We
didn't have game systems or cell phones or all this nonsense to go play with.
My kid will watch The Office on Netflix. He's seen every episode like 8 times.
He loves Michael Scott.
No, every episode, and he just keeps watching it over and over and over. And it's almost like, I'm like, dude, you might need to get an IQ test or something. No. Like, you've seen it so many times.
He's on Dunder Mifflin.
He's watching greatness. You watch greatness and watching Nadal and Federer. He's watching greatness.
They go to
a
friend's house and they'll say, Season 8, Episode 4, let's watch that episode, because they know them all. Yeah. And then they're like, no, let's not watch the next one. Let's watch the 1 3 after. Like, they know which ones are their favorites.
Of course.
Is show's that good?
It's good.
I don't have to watch 8 times.
I watched it like 3 times, like 3 episodes total. I never was a big
I guarantee I missed some episodes, and I love the show.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way I saw every single one.
No, these guys can
I know. They watch them all. My daughter does the same thing.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot to get into on the show today. Mike Jones from the Washington Post is going to join us at 7 o'clock. We'll talk some Redskins. Frank Hanrahan will join us to talk about the Wizards.
I've heard that?
A billion.
Oh. Wizards 11-2 in their last 13. We'll get to that actually next on the Junkie Sports page here on The Fan.